Well, speaking of the public versus the private cost of things, and/or the way it's administered, any other departments within the town government that you would say, as a resident, I'd like to get in there and see what the heck's going on, or I think it's very efficient, and as a mayor, I encourage more of it?
Get in there financially. I'd love to get in there. First thing I would do if I became a mayor is I would bring in a forensic audit, and I want it right down to the penny. I want to know where it's all been going for all these years. In 4 years, like I said, we went from 92 million to $111 million in 2012. Where's all that money gone? Where is it going? I know the town has to function, but that's an awful lot of money in 4 years to go up $20 million. So that's first and foremost. That's the number one thing. What department am I not concerned with? Town clerk's office. I think Joe Powers is doing a great job. It's efficient. They know what they're talking about. Mayor's office. I'd love to get into the mayor's office. Mayor's office went from $94,000 for his first half a year in 2008 to $408,000 in fiscal year 2012. The mayor's office alone, $408,000. That's an awful lot of money. It's top heavy. We shouldn't be top heavy. We should be functional to the residents and not functional to ourselves as the mayor or government. We need to put departments back in the hands of the department heads that you hired to do a job. If they're not doing the job, put somebody else in that position. But one person cannot run the entire town. I call it micromanage. Can't do that. First thing you lose your business over is you micromanage. You hire people around you that are good at what they do. And that's what a good manager does. That's what I will do. Again, I'm not a politician. I have no political baggage. I owe nobody anything except the residents of this town to give them a sound government and use their hard-earned money properly. And that's what I want to do.
No experience on the political arena. How would you then negotiate the variety of interactions, fundings, requests for all kinds of assistance from the federal and state government, and build those relationships which you would not have going in?
Mm-hmm. That's why you put people around you that are qualified to do this. We have a state rep. He's supposed to be at the State House doing our bidding. Then bring me in, let me sit down and talk to these people. You don't need to be a politician to run a business. And again, surround yourself with the appropriate people. And that's what I will do. Now, I won't say I have political experience because I don't, technically. But I've worked for the town of Braintree as an independent contractor over the last, except for this past year, for 7 or 8 years. I plowed for the town every winter. I know the interaction with the people. I know a lot of the people in the town that work for the town.
Have you served on any town boards?
Just the Commercial Traffic Review Committee. I spent 5 or 6 years on that board. But no, I haven't been part of town politics other than I'm a political junkie and I follow the government. I have for many, many years.
But it strikes me as kind of conflicting. You haven't been part of the political scene, but you want to help the town.
Correct.
Don't you think that as you go through, as you make your way towards something like this, you should be getting the kind of experience that will put you in the best position to know how town government works?
Well, I think I know enough about how town government works, and I think my asset is, I'm not a politician that owes favors to people, that has a long road of baggage. And I think coming in there, I'm coming in there as a businessman, and a business is a business. I mean, you know, soup to nuts, it's a business. You negotiate your contracts, you pay the bills, you take in your money, you do your banking. It is what it is.
But as the CEO of a company or the head of a
Correct.
company, it's not a democracy. You make the rules, you say what's gonna get done, you chart the course. Whereas this is, when you say politics, it's really democracy. And you have to build alliances and consensus. And so you can't go into a political office and say, I'm not gonna be a politician.
I disagree with that. I do disagree. No. A CEO needs to be a manager, but he doesn't run the business. He's the manager, and he places his managers in the position to run their departments. And that's what the town of Braintree was going back years past.
And do you think the town of Braintree, as it was more efficient and effective for the citizens than prior to the charter reform?
Some of it. I think that and I'm gonna irritate some people with saying that town meeting was not effective, because town meeting, a good portion of the town meeting members were town employees. They were voting their own raises, their own contracts, and what have you. So that part of it, I don't believe was effective. But the day-to-day operations of the town, that was effective.
Really?
It was working good.
I just remember enormous numbers of stories about scandals in the water departments and public service departments and
It's
the ability to get anything done.
It's money. It was money. It was financial. Water department, that was a big financial albatross, and it has been for years and years. And I don't think it's gotten any better. There is a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul stuff going on within town government now. In order to get some of these budgets passed, we had to take money from Bell and put it into the water department, because the water department was in the red. And as far as, when I say it was working well, the people running their departments were working well. The highway department, which is now the DPW, that's been combined. But they were doing a good job, keeping the town running, keeping the roads plowed. Can't redo the roads until we got the money for it, and for 30 years, we did nothing with the roads except patch holes. Now they're getting rebuilt, especially the main roads. Water department, that's always been a sore source over years, but it's always been lack of money. They're not collecting enough money. They're missing money, and I don't know how well that has improved, because I haven't got into the water department to look. There's a lot of things I haven't been able to see. I asked for information and was told it's not available. I went to the town clerk's office, requested these budgets, and there hasn't been a budget posted in the town clerk's office since 2006. I can't find that information. I managed to come up with the 2010 budget, but the audited budgets are not in the town hall, in the town clerk's office. They're supposed to be in the town clerk's office, they're supposed to be at the library, and they're supposed to be available to any resident. I haven't been able to see that. So it's tough for me to sit here and hard, fast say to you, I'm gonna do this because I know for a fact, because I don't know for a fact. I know that things aren't working well. I know that the good old boy network is hard at work in town. When we, as residents, voted to change our form of government 4 years ago, my assumption was, and what my feeling was, is we wanted all new people. We have the same people running the town, and the same 12 or 14 people that run for office all the time. They're the people that created the problems that we're living in now. All of them. Right from the mayor, all the way down to the town clerk, all the same people. All the counselors, they're all the same, all but two, I think, the same people. But now the ones that are coming back to run are the same guys that were here before. So we didn't change anything. We changed their title, and we gave them more money, and they're still running the town the same way they did. That's why I got into this 4 years ago. I saw the three guys that were running for mayor at the time. They said, the same people. We need new people. I got into the race. This time, nobody was getting in the race. And you can't just walk into a job like this with no competition, no bringing out facts, figures, and it's been a hard thing to get my facts and figures because nothing's being released out of the town hall. So much so that a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, before my first mayor's candidate's night speech, I went on the town website to get some information, financial information. They closed down the town website. It's closed down. It took me 2 days to find out what happened. What happened is they changed the people that were hosting it. They changed the name of the town website and didn't tell anybody. That's what I mean. There's no management going on in the town outside of what they want to do. You've got a mayor that has a chief of staff. The chief of staff is running the day-to-day things of the town. We didn't elect the chief of staff. We elected the mayor to be here. That's what I will be. I will be there every day, working with the town. You need to talk to the mayor, you call. You're going to get the mayor. I don't need a chief of staff. I need a good secretary. I need some good people in the financial department, in each of their departments, DPW and what have you. And I'm going to be there. When you have a problem, you come see the mayor. I'm not going to run the town. I'm going to manage the town. And that's what a good CEO does. I don't want to be a mayor. And I don't want to do anything, if I become the mayor, I don't want to do anything after I'm done being the mayor. I don't want to go to Beacon Hill. I don't want a bigger, better deal. I don't want another job in government. I want to make Braintree a better town for all of us. And that's what I'm here for.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Now, one question about what would be your top 3 priorities if elected?
Finances, finances, finances. You got to get the bottom line squared away. We got to get rein in the spending before you can do anything else in the town. And you got to be accessible to the residents of the town. As a mayor, that should be your first priority. Be accessible to the residents. I'm not looking for a photo op. I'm not looking to get my name in the paper. I'm not looking for another job. I want to be the mayor of Braintree. Am I going to do it right? I think so. Am I going to do it perfect? Probably not. None of us are perfect. But I'm going to do a good job at it. And I only have a bunch of people that I'm beholden to, and that's the residents that elect me to be the mayor. I don't owe anybody else anything, including the people that contributed to my campaign, which was mostly grassroots. I didn't have a fundraiser. I don't have corporate sponsors. I did this on my own both times. First time I paid for it myself. This time I had people coming to me and giving me some donations. So I'm only beholden to the residents of Braintree. So that's why I'm here.
Very good. Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.